At first, there are Dark Dragon, Falchion Sword, and Fire Emblem. Oh, we got ourselves a Social Knight. Cavalier with superior mobility, balance and strength, defense and speed. One of the best classes out there, no question. Armor Knight. I mean, everybody knows it's a garbage class, but everybody likes using them, right? Pegasus Knight. The mobility's too good. They fly, they're good. It's really that simple. Hi, I'm the Blade of Light. And that's a Paladin. That right there is top-notch class. Good mobility, good, fairly balanced stats. Dragon Knight. I mean, I've never really liked the way they look, but it's a promoted Pegasus Knight, so how could it be bad? Mercenaries. The mercenaries you get early on in this game are actually really good. Fighter, cool class. He hails from a far-off country. Wonder where this guy's from, you know? Pirate. They can walk on water. I mean, it's not really incredibly useful, but they can do it. Thief. Also with Marth being able to open chests, thieves are kind of useless, but the fact that thieves, like enemy thieves in this game, actually take what they get as soon as they open the chest, that item's gone, so thieves are a little bit more useful in FE1. Archer with their wobbly bow. Then we got the hunter with his tiny bow. I was thinking for a second that, you know, like, why does this guy got such a small bow? But I guess it kind of makes sense. If he's a hunter, he's going to want to be more mobile. But he's actually not really more mobile, so. Ugh. Horseman. You'd think this is what was a promoted hunter, but it's actually not. They're separate classes entirely in this game. These guys do promote from archers, though. And no other class has comparable skill with a bow. Gross, I hate commandos. These guys are the worst. Zane's just the worst. Let's just straighten that out right now. Mamkut, the Manicheets. These guys are pretty cool. Mage, I mean, who doesn't like mages, right? Like, honestly. Is there anybody out there in games who doesn't like mages? And I mean, who doesn't like clerics, right? This is the best class in the game, hands down. Anything that can staff up for you, anything that can heal you up is the best class in the game. Even better than Bishop, because look at this guy's little feeble arms. There he is, there's the man. You might notice the name on him, Mars, not Marth. It's because I'm using a translation patch that was actually just recently released by Polynym. And it tries to stay as true to the Japanese original as possible. So you might notice some different names than you're used to in the normal localization. Mars embarks. Prince Mars, Princess Cheetah has come from Talus Castle. What is it, Cheetah? Has something happened at the castle? Prince Mars, I'm glad to see you. The pirates are guarded suddenly attacked us and they're taking over the castle and kill people who respect my father. Don't worry, Cheetah. The bravest knights have arisen this fort. We won't lose to some dumbass pirates. Alright, let's go. This is Mars. He's got an incredibly derpy portrait in this game, but the guy's actually a beast. Solid growth. It's the 50-50 strength growth. It means he can really go either way, but when he hits those strength level ups, whew. Cheetah. Speed freak Cheetah. This is one of the best units in the game always. Give her a couple power rings, get that strength up, it's just over. She's going to max speed quickly. Good unit. Jagan's good. You give your Silver Spear to Sheeta and then you just kind of let him plug some holes when you need to early game. Abel's pretty cool. I mean, he's no Kane. He thinks he's cool and all this, you know, but he's not Kane. You guys will see come through this, man. This right here, this is the guy. This is the best unit in the game. This guy's got it all. He's got strength, skill, suave. He's an unbelievable unit right here. I mean, whew, this is the best unit in the game. Let's just, no questions about it. Kane's the best unit in the game. Here's Draug, the Doga. I mean, he's a bad class, but he's a pretty good unit. And from what I seem to understand, he's like actually like a small dude inside giant armor. He's really fast, but he's not that strong. I think this is what FE11 taught us. And there's Gordon, and 5 points of strength, 5 points of weapon level, 5 points of movement. Gordon's, I mean, archers are terrible classes, but they're always useful. You just kind of have him tag along in the back, have your real units do the work up front, and he can just kind of, you know, score his points. Alright, we're going to start this playthrough off properly. Jagan walks over, I attempt to hand over the Silver Spear. There we go. Hand over the Silver Spear to Sheeta. Jagan's already done his job. He's already contributed to this team. If she just slide over, grab some javelins. No, wait, we're gonna grab the village first. We need that cash, yo. $10,000. Like, where is this in real life, man? Why can't I just roll up and be like, yo, man, we gathered up some money. It's time for you to go take over. Here's 10 G's for nothing, man. Go for it. The guy slides up, grabs javelin. Look at this freaking guy's face, though. There's some bushy eyebrows, man. They're all purple. His teeth are all mangled like shit. I think the pirates already did a number on this guy. The guy's selling us faulty javelins, pirate in disguise. Oh, a little foreshadowing to a character we're gonna get. Exciting. This isn't FE3, it's not just a vulnerary. Yeah, you don't want to get cheetah shot by bows. That's top grade advice. Abel coming in for the first attack. He's gonna do that work. You see, he shows no fear. No fear. We could have thrown a javelin from up far. We got no fear. He walks right up to this thief. He dodged quickly. Thieves are how fast, and Abel dodged quickly. This guy got right out of the way. But here comes the superior Kane to come in and deliver the finishing blow here. I'm sure he's going to be able to get it done. Superior unit. Absolutely. 13 damage on the thief right off the hop. It's 40 experience. It's to the best unit in the game. And let's go. Computer's going to go ahead and have their first turn. These guys are... Oh, a couple guys moving here. Whew. Uh-oh. They're getting in formation. You know, if you look at these pirates right now and you look over at my units, these pirates look way more organized than we do. We're kind of scattered around, you know, we're all kind of doing our own thing. These pirates are moving in unison. They have direct command. Whew, I'm a little worried. Alright. What are we going to do here? Yeah, go ahead and send Sheet over and hand a javelin over. Start spreading these jabs out. Boom, there you go, Doga. Let Doga take over his little forest tile here before they get to it. He can hold down the fort until everybody else gets themselves rearranged. Gordon can just jump on back to the other house. You know, he's a friendly guy. He's a bit of a dweeb. We'll just keep him in the back. Let him visit some villages here. Let him visit some houses, I mean. Mars, there he is, man. Here he comes. The commander of this unit. The top chief here, man. This is the guy. We were putting all our eggs in the Marth basket. I mean, this is an Ironman, so everybody else can die. As long as Marth can carry all the way to the end, we're good. Jagan's going to hand over his iron. Normally, I wouldn't mind keeping the iron on Jagan and maybe letting him pick something up, but honestly, the enemies in FE1 aren't too much of a concern in the first couple chapters. So I'm just going to kind of let him absorb some damage, not take any experience. Oh, he's coming after Gordon. Gordon's a truck though, look at that. Look at him stand right up to that. He might be a little dweeb, man, but whew, he's got all kinds of heart. There's no doubt about that. And there's the old veteran. Look at this guy. He stands there, takes the blow, and he's like, what's up, man? Why are you wasting all of our time? Trying to take over Talus with your broke pirate asses. Like, come on. You're getting dodged by Doga, man. Like, what do you guys take this for? But no, realistically, it's single iron in this game, so both me and the enemy are going to miss quite often. Not Gaiden levels of often, but fairly often. It's going to be... It's interesting for an Ironman for two reasons in this game. Because there's very high crit chance. Like, there's really no way to avoid crit chances in a lot of situations. So those can take you out. And hit rates are just all over the place. So even when you kind of, you know, take the best possible option, you're still dealing with 75, 80% in only one roll. So really anything can happen on any given attack. You can just miss a couple 90% in a row, no problem. And inventory management is definitely another thing that kind of adds to the challenge of this game. FE1's definitely got a weird type of challenge in that the game's not difficult because enemies aren't that strong. There's not a lot of difficult equipment to deal with or surprise things. There's no like Reaver weapons that are going to catch you off guard. There's no weapon triangle at all, actually. But there's also things like no trading. As you can see, I can give one item and then it immediately ends my turn, but we can't exchange items. So when you end up, you know, with lots of different item variety across your units, it really starts to slow things down. You need to stop, or when you need to go to storage, Marth isn't the convoy. You can't just drop things off in Marth, let him do what he wants to do, whatever, you know? You have to go to the actual storage place, one by one have your units rearrange their items. It's very slow, very tedious process. But it's also kind of part of the charm of FE1. There's a little bit of like added challenge to it, just in the sense that it's so fucking difficult to do anything, really. Whether it's move your units around, whether it's actually hit anything when your percentage is in the 100. Or I think 99 is the best you actually get in this game. I think you can still miss even when the bar's full. Alright, here's Gordon. Just deal with this guy right now. 6 damage, there we go. Yeah, no, Gordon's really cool. Yeah, another thing about this game. Oh, a little worried for a sec there. Anytime Mars is getting attacked in an Ironman, it's enough to make you just pause and be like, whew, this can't be good. You just never know when one of them is going to sneak a crit through, and that's it. I'm really starting to regret leading the charge with them a little bit, you know? Getting a little too cocky for chapter 1 here. And I think we'll be okay. Yeah, now you can just get him out of there. Let Kane run back and grab those javelins he was supposed to grab. Almost forgot about that. There we go. Now we're jab Cavan. Now we're good to go. Go ahead and get the Doga sliding forward. Deal with this pesky archer before he goes and tries to deal with Sheeta. That's actually one of the cool things about doing an Ironman too, right? Like in this situation, the next flying unit I get isn't until I think chapter 10 with Minerva. So if you end up accidentally fucking up and losing Sheeta early, then you just don't have a flyer. If you lose your healers, you just don't have healers. It's not like you can just reset and just get them back and take another shot at it. You just don't have them. Or if somebody has a nice piece of equipment on them down the line, somebody's holding a legend, somebody's holding the Parchia, you know, and then Gordon dies. Well, there you go. You just lost your legendary bow too. Although Iron Manning is definitely the way Shozu Kage intended these games to be played, so I've always enjoyed Iron Manning at least FE1, 2, and 3. 2, not as much, but 1 and 3, both books are very, very fun to Iron Man. The strength of your units is very front-loaded, and as the game goes on, your units get worse and worse, it seems. They seem very much like replacement units, except for the odd person that can contribute the pre-promotes you get towards the end and things like that. But for most of the part, you get units like Tomaz, Dolph, stuff like that. That's just normal. Boom! Let's go. Marth dropping the critical. He was pissed off I left him in range, man. He is done fucking around. Boom! There we go. You see, this isn't good though, right? You start getting all excited early on. You're celebrating crits like, oh man, I'm dropping crits. But RNG circles, man. It circles back around. Which means all these crits I'm celebrating now, you guys wait, man. Mark my words right now. At some point, Abel's going down. I hate to say it, man, because he's so good, but at some point, Abel's going down to a crit. I can feel it. He just picked one up back to back. It's got it all hype. Give it 7, 8, 9 chapters. Enough. Look at this guy go, man. This guy's going to die to a crit. Weapon level, speed, and max HP. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. You got that speed. It's unfortunate he's going to die. Really is. That's the way she goes, though, you know? You start picking up too many of those crits yourself, you start to think, hey, this guy's invincible. That's not it, man. He's putting pennies in that jar, you know? It's going to circle back around. And he's going to catch one himself. Oof. The pirate sidestepping. He's using that water. Another weird challenge thing of this game is the fact that you can't actually see what terrain the enemies are standing on. Like, if you highlight them, it gives a little flash so you can kind of see. But when you're just looking at the map, like that pirate right there, this dude standing on green. You think these guys have, like, life insurance plans? Like, that pirate right there. This guy just died, what, left him in the ocean? Are these guys organized in any way, shape, or form? Do they have, like, a boss? Is somebody going to come around afterwards, take some numbers, and be like, alright, well, you got to send some freaking G over to this guy's family now? Or are these guys just, like, getting drunk in a bar one day and they're like, let's go take this country over. Like, I need to know here. I need some direct answers. Kaga needs to tell me. Do they have life insurance? Are they organized? Are these guys employees? Or are they just shit-faced? I need to know. Alright, we're going to start advancing. Another thing, you can already see it in Chapter 1 of this game. I mean, for Chapter 1 it's fair enough, because they got to kind of let you take on a group of enemies, regroup, and then take on another one. But a lot of this game really does work like this. You fight a group of enemies, walk all the way across the map, and then fight another group. The pacing is very poor sometimes. You can really tell that it was the first game. But on the flip side of that, to say something positive, the level design is actually pretty solid. A lot of the levels in FE1, just as they are naturally in this game, are very good. There's a lot of good ideas in them. A lot of thieves used to pressure you for time. Lots of different weird gimmicks, like the ballistician map we'll see coming up down the line here. There's lots of good maps, honestly. It definitely could have been a lot worse, as Gaiden showed right afterwards. Because there's a lot of just weird maps in that game. It's just weird. Not even sometimes bad, but just weird, like. Alright, we're slowly advancing on them here. Kane's weapon hand is twitching here. He needs to get some action in. Alright, Gordon, come on down. And right here, this snapshot right here, you see this? You can already see the problem with archers and knights. Look where those mounted units are. All forward and advanced. That knight, that archer is still struggling back there. Especially in a game where a lot of the time they're asking you to walk halfway across the map before you get to the next enemies. You really feel it. Like, people wonder what the big issue with movement is. What's really the difference between 6 movement and 4 movement? And in one turn, a lot of the time it doesn't matter. But over the course of 2, 3 turns where you're covering ground, you really feel those 2 points of movement. Even 1 point of movement, you really, really feel it. And then when terrain gets involved, depending on what kind of terrain. If it's actually, honestly, most terrains, as much as they slow down mounted units, they slow down the other units too, and the movement just kind of balances out, so. But for entertainment's sake, I like to use a wide variety of units. These guys think they're actually going to kill Kane. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. If he falls, it'll be a tragic day in this playthrough, I'll tell you that much. I don't know if I'll be able to continue if Kane falls. I might just have to delete this channel and call it one, you know? It was a nice try. But no, seriously, Kane's going to MVP all the way to the end. Although I gotta say, Abel's looking pretty damn good right now. I also have to say, Abel's by far the superior unit. I have a personal preference for Kane because the first playthrough I ever did of any Fire Emblem, this guy just carried. Just absolutely blessed level ups all the way through. But no, Abel's the better unit. Abel always turns good. And there's Reese, the healer. I really don't have much to say about Reese, honestly. He's just kind of a bald guy. He's a heal staff. They cut him for a vulnerary in FE3. Like, he's a pretty pointless unit, except for the fact that he gives you a healer right now. And healers are never pointless. Oh, look at this. Gordon and Draug slowly coming along. Maybe at some point eventually they'll find their way into the action. Alright, let Sheeta keep retreating to the mountains. Now this guy's finished. He's realizing it right now too. Oh, nope. I talked shit too soon. He's still living. Alright, there's Riff. As we know him, Reese. Or Riss, or whatever the hell his name is. Look at this, you see that? Yeah. Healers don't get XP in this game. Well, I mean, they do if they get hit. But they don't for healing. And that's really messed up. Like, this dude just straight up got nothing for healing Marth. So, yeah. That kind of sucks. It means you gotta put yourself in situations where you put your healer on a fort. Find something that's doing fuck all for damage to them. Let them take a bunch of shots at them and just sit there and grind their level up. Although you don't really need to, honestly. Each of the healers can kind of just naturally use what they need to use. Except for an Ironman. You do not want to lose Lena. You really, really do not want to lose Lena. She's a healer we're going to have coming up. You'll see why coming up. But we absolutely cannot lose her when we get her. That is just not an option. Whew. 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 Look at that. Mars level up. Alright, if he keeps doing that, he's going to get real good. No, with no weapon triangle, he really is a good unit in this game. He really can carry. The only tricky part is not letting him take too many shots, because unless you really work up his defense with some stat boosters, he's not that durable. Or really durable at all. Nice, another decent level up. Actually, that was pretty garbage. What am I talking about? I think I saw skill and HP on the quick flash through there. Like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Boom. Boom. Man, she's just so good. Absolute war goddess. You'll see by the end of this too. She's another one. She's going to cap speed. She's going to start capping other stuff. Cap that skill. And then she's going to start tearing everything up. And you say, well, she's got no power. No growth in her power. And I say, yeah. The stat boosters exist. And the Gravitas exists. Gravitas. That's all it's going to take. Oh, look at this. Gordon's almost got himself back into the action. Joe got almost back. Look at all the things that have happened with all the other units, all the experience they've gotten, the shots they've gotten, and while these two are just walking behind. Like, Reese has contributed more in this back half of this map, and this guy doesn't even know where the fuck he is. He's old and senile. We're just like, hey, yo, old man, you can heal? And he's like, yeah. And we're like, alright, come. And he's like, fuck, okay. Nothing better to do. And this guy's contributing more. Boom! Bye, Gazak, you piece of shit. Trying to take over this country. Wait, I guess that answers my earlier question. If they're getting paid out life insurance. They all just died, so I guess there's nobody here to pay shit. Huh. Bye. Oh, Prince Mars, I am glad to see you were safe. We were all very grateful for your actions. Is that so? You're embarking for Orleans? He's gonna send some soldiers. Yo, it's Ogma. Ogma's gonna absolutely beast. This guy is just... That's another one. When I lose Ogma in this playthrough, it's gonna be just... If and when that time comes, it's gonna be a tough time to face. Well, I hope you enjoyed my scrambled first attempt at recording myself play. This has been the Blade of Light. Goodbye.